Sup, all, JC3 here, the baller of YouTube, the general. With Kevin Durant off to a good start this season with the Golden State Warriors, and after beating Russell Westbrook about a week ago by a wide margin, it's a pretty fair assumption to say that Kevin Durant made the right decision in going to the Golden State Warriors. He wants to win games. He's giving up his points per game scoring, in which he just lost his 20 points per game streak at 72. I mean, his numbers are still up there, but he is making some sacrifices to win. That's what you have to do when you got four superstars on a team like the Golden State Warriors have. So, what have we analyzed today, though? Everybody was saying he should have stayed loyal to the Thunder. Let's see what would have happened if Kevin Durant stayed with the Oklahoma City Thunder and signed long-term. Would he have ever won? Let's get into the video today. Okay, so Kevin Durant decided to stay with the Thunder, and we are starting in the current NBA season. So 2K predicts that the Thunder get the #1 seed in this next season if Kevin Durant were to stay. And it is going to be a Thunder versus Warriors conference finals in which the Warriors get swept, but then in the NBA finals, Kevin Durant can still not get over the LeBron James hump. And that is a big reason why he went to the Warriors. Warriors needed help beating LeBron. Durant needed help beating LeBron. 2017-18 now, and Durant decided to sign a 4-year, $162.29 million deal with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Looking at the Warriors, they still have Steph, Draymond, and Clay. A lot of their roster, though, no Bogut, none of that. Kevin Durant wins the MVP in this season, 28.7 per game. Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook make the All-NBA first team. They get the second seed in the Western Conference. Warriors somehow pull off the first. And now in the playoffs, the Warriors lose in the first round to the Phoenix Suns. And into the conference finals, the Thunder go. They go to the finals, and 2K predicts that Kevin Durant would have got that championship. He was so desperately looking for the elusive championship with Russell Westbrook, and he would have gotten it against the Boston Celtics. Russell Westbrook wins finals MVP. Now, I personally have to put an asterisk on this, though, because if I look 2 years into the future, I still don't think LeBron James is not going to be the best player in the NBA. If I should word that better, I still think LeBron's going to be the best player in the NBA in 2 years, and I think he'll be in the finals in 2 years. I just don't see him falling from grace that quickly. So even though Kevin Durant won this, he still did not win it against LeBron. And the Cavaliers right here lost to the Celtics, and their team is exactly the same, except a couple of role players that changed. Now 2018-2019, Durant is there with 3 years left on his contract. Westbrook's there, Adams. The Warriors team, Green, Clay, Curry, that's about it. The rest of their team is starting to shape up differently. Dame Lillard gets that MVP. He gets the respect. And All-NBA first team. None of the Thunder players make it on the All-NBA first team. That's kind of crazy. Durant makes it on the third team. Thunder get the third seed in the West behind Portland and the Golden State Warriors. And San Antonio has fallen from grace. 40-42, they do not make the playoffs for the first time in the 21st century. That's a crazy fact. Just think about that. Thunder make it back to the finals, and they knock off the Philadelphia 76ers to win back-to-back championships. Still, I gotta put an asterisk on this, because KD still did not beat LeBron James in the NBA Finals. And if you're looking at, 3 years down the line, you really think the 76ers are going to be in the NBA Finals in 3 years? Like, I know they're trusting the process right now, but it will work out for them eventually, I think. But right now, they're still one of the worst teams in the NBA. I just don't see them in 3 years with these exact same players making it to the NBA Finals. But anyway, Durant does win back-to-back championships. Let's see what happens to the Cavs. They still have a lot of the same guys except for the role players, LeBron, Kevin, and Kyrie, and Dario Saric, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid. They knocked them off. I just don't see it. 2019, 2020. And looking at the Warriors, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry. After that, their roster is becoming unrecognizable. That was Giannis Antetokounmpo on the roster, yeah. James Harden wins MVP. He's finally the best player in the NBA. You just had to wait 4 years, James. Thunder get the first seed, and they still did not have anybody on the All-NBA first team. Doesn't make sense to me. So Durant trying to go back to back to back, but the three-peat is stopped by the Minnesota Timberwolves, which is believable because going into the future, they'll be one of the best teams. They make it to the finals, and the 76ers win the NBA championship, knocking off the T-Wolves. So what happened to the Thunder? Durant, this is what, 4 years in the future, so he would be 33 or 34 years old at this point. Kind of tail end of his prime, I guess you could say. And I get this outcome because, you know, he might have been tired. 3 straight NBA finals, trying to win another championship. I get the loss. Ben Simmons wins the MVP, only averaging 12.2 a game. Yeah, makes a lot of sense, 2K. Jahlil Okafor, Ben Simmons, Dario Saric, again, knock off the mighty LeBron James and Kyrie Irving. Kevin Love, he's out of there. They got Kenneth Faried instead. And so, I don't know. I just don't see the 76ers winning the finals in 4 years. Now, for the Minnesota Timberwolves, they beat the Thunder. They have Bazemore, created rookie. But they still have Andrew Wiggins and Karl Towns. Russell Westbrook, Durant, only 18 and 16 in this game. So, now this is Kevin Durant's final season. 1 year left, 2020-2021 season. And they got Lance Stevenson on the squad. Yeah, you know when you got Lance Stevenson, you're reaching. For the Warriors, Clay, Draymond, Steph, and for some reason they got Steph declining as he goes up in age, but they keep LeBron at the 95 overall at 35 years old, and they don't update Kyrie's rating when he's in his prime. Yeah, I don't get that, 2K. LeBron finishes the season with a random MVP at 35 years old. Never know if that's been done before, but hey, it's a video game. Anything can happen, right? None of the Thunder players make the All-NBA first team, even though they went 63-19 and had the best record in the Western Conference. And going into the playoffs, first round eliminated by the Portland Trail Blazers. The 1 seed loses to the 8 seed. The Warriors do not make it back to the NBA Finals as the Timberwolves beat the Charlotte Hornets to win the Finals. Karl Anthony Towns MVP. So how did this happen? How did the 8th seed beat the 1 seed? Kevin Durant is done with the Oklahoma City Thunder. He's out of there. That was his last year there. He will be going to a new team. But that was 2K's prediction if Kevin Durant was to stay. 2 championships, just not enough. Not enough to knock off some of these young and upcoming teams. 2021, 2022, like I said, Durant's out of there. He decided to sign with the Atlanta Hawks with DeMarcus Cousins. Okay, 2K. So 2K does predict that Durant would have eventually won a championship, and 2 championships at that with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Still, none against LeBron James. And another crazy trend that I noticed out of this was the Golden State Warriors never made it back to the NBA Finals. Let's think about this. They were a 73-9 team without Kevin Durant, and 2K predicted that they would have never made it back to the NBA Finals if Kevin Durant hadn't signed with them. Like, I knew Kevin Durant would help them out and win multiple championships potentially, but I still think they could have made it back without Durant, but 2K says no. I think that's one of the craziest trends out of this. You let me know what you think of this video. I got more what-if scenarios coming out soon. More sports talk, topic tackle. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to subscribe, like, leave feedback in the comments down below. JC3, out!